Welcome back, everybody, and the EU action continues in what is a Polish derby here, Keith. We kind of got a mixed bag of players that we've seen before, players that we have not seen debuts of yet between Izako Boars and CLEANTmix. I will say some names that I do instantly recognize. Crit Your Face. He was one of the more popular players here in Winners League. He had a crazy season, as well as MDN, one of the two MDNs that I know, actually. And of course, Toao on Izako Boars, as well as Exis and Sijin are all pretty popular as well. But these are the Polish upcomers, right? These are kind of like the same thing that we see on the big academy for the Germans. These are the players that are up next. And what a pleasant surprise that we get to see them against each other here in this matchup. And the map is, what better map for the Polskis than Train, Keith?
Ooh, good old Train. The hard T-side defaults to gain information, the also explosive outer yard takes, and a lot of pressure on the solo B players. There's a lot of points of contention, and I am super excited. And do you pronounce their name CLEANTmix? CLEANT? What's the proper way, Roy?
I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to get confirmation, but for now, I will call them the Clent.
Okay.
Kind of like clean.
I roll
Clents.
that.
Okay, just keep it simple for now until we get confirmation for the exact pronunciation of their name. But
I mean, I know the Boars though. Izako Boars. Yes. These guys are, once they get rolling, they're kind of scary. Like these guys, like they're very momentum based, but they're also super explosive. So I have a feeling these players know each other pretty well. So I don't think the winning surprise across the map. I think everyone's going to kind of know what's going on. So that makes it also more exciting for me.
Yeah, I mean, Izako Boars are definitely no strangers to Winners League. We've seen them many, many times. Of course, this is a bit of a different roster than what we saw last time, if I'm not mistaken. So the correct pronunciation is CLEANTmix. Okay, I think we're pretty close.
CLEANTmix.
And
okay.
If I'm seeing this correctly, I think we're ready to go. So less jabbering and more action. Mel.
Sweet. That's what I like. CLEANTmix versus Izako Boars. And some of these names, Roy, might mess me up. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to take a minute to look at the feed compared to mine and make sure everything's right, because, whew, got some hard ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, for example, Roy, on my screen, MDN is Janet. So I need to remember Janet's MDN.
I think that these players know we're casting them, Keith. They know. And they're like, you know what? How can we mess Strong Legs and Keith up? How? Oh, I know how. Let's pick random names. It's a conspiracy.
They certainly did a good job doing that.
No, it is. We're going to see Izako Boars here on the CT side, and Clint will begin on the T side. And it is only a smoke flash. But a P250 is dropped over to Crit Your Face, so hopefully we're looking for some sort of long-range headshots. I do imagine it's looking for the B. There it is. I think it's the deep Z smoke, and they're going to be making their way over down towards the B bomb site. But there is a bit of... Actually, the crossfire was just given up right now. Exis, he spots several players here. That's going to prompt the alarms, but the bomb is still all the way back, and it's not yet committed. I
feel like this is, let's see if we can kill the ladder player and go back down ladder with the bomb. So here we go. What is that from Coyote? Gonna be able to come down, and a P250 kill from Crit Your Face out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I mean, CLEANTmix has all of the control. They go down ladder, they plant the bomb. Now they have to rotate out Z. Nice shot from Casual Noob. He'll double in for 2 just like that. Gonna have a smoke for the bomb on top of it to boot if I go full Canadian. And Crit Your Face with his P250. He's going to be pressured. Nice flick on Exis. Can he get the second? It's Casual Noob. They've lost track of him. Can Casual Noob clean this up? He has the kit. Crit Your Face is dancing around. E-Box are both reloading, getting awkward. Crit Your Face will get it done. A 3K. What is going on?
Keith, I think that was more awkward than the first time I met you. Jesus, that was...
It was awkward. I went for the hug. You went for the handshake. It was. You're right. Yeah, it was awkward.
And we tried to fix it up by me giving you a pound, and you turtled my hand. It was...
I did, yeah.
That was rough, but man, that... Just jumping around the E-box. I love that. Crit Your Face, though. I mean, that's kind of what we're expecting from him, right? A solid player all around, and he's showing us why early on in this first half. Only the pistol round secured. Now it's going to be the force buy here for Izako Boars. And typically when we see these kind of force buys, Keith, it means that they're looking for the ops in the first round, right? They're looking for the full utility on the first gun round. Uh-oh.
So I have to remember, casual noob is Toho, right? Toeo. Gonna do my best to remember that. Speak of him, and he will get a kill, but he really gets traded. And is right. CLEANTmix may be in trouble here, but the AK on Koya is gonna push forward. Exis comes down from ramp, is able to find Frizz, and just like this, right, it gets really awkward because Create Your Face does have full HP. Koyad is in a bit of an awkward spot towards Oil. Engine comes in, gets the clean kill, and all of a sudden it's a 1v1. Exis has the bomb actually on his side, but no kit. He knows a 10-second defuse won't happen, so he's going to fake it and try to bait him out, but now Koyot is on to the play. Exis can't fake it no longer, has to get the kill, and he should have time. No, that's it. Has to grab the AK and get out, so...
I mean, sloppy, but at least it's a round win. And I wonder if Izako Boars will opt to potentially force buy a second time off this, knowing that, I mean, Clint isn't really going to have the best of money here, right? Like, yeah, they can go for the AKs, but it's going to limit their utility severely. Some of them will have to downgrade, and we already see Frozen, or FRZ, excuse me, not Frozen. He's already downgraded to the Mac 10. Create Your Face has 0 utility. Excuse me, that's MDN. Matty also has only a single flash. So, like I said, there's not a lot to work with here. And they still have the AK plus a kit now available for Exis. So, pistols and armor once again going up against this buy here against Clint. So, they have to make this clean as possible here. Even losing 2 or 3 players here for Clint is what could be a disaster in the first gun round.
FRZ gonna work. Are we going Z or Z, Roy? Which form are we taking? Probably Z, right?
For what? FRZ?
Yeah, we'll go Z.
Yeah, is Z the Canadian thing or the American thing?
I believe Z's Canadian.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Especially for commentating. I mean, maybe casual conversation. But...
Yeah, just Z just sounds a lot easier on the tongue, just easier on the ears. Z's just like, it's harsh.
Well, Execute's going to attempt to be harsh, but it doesn't... I mean, it does have much of a punch, but it's getting shut down. Exis, the AK's here. Powell on site. Can he get this done with a D? Gets one. And it looks like Clint is backing on up. They've given up the AK. There's a kit to be retrieved by Zine. I'm going to keep butchering these names right until we come up with solutions, or you have solutions in mind, because I am losing it. In the meantime, MDN, a name I'm familiar with. We'll get this bomb planted. FRZ is going to go ahead and go to the heavens. And the retake is on here.
I believe Izako Boars are also aware of the fact that they've lost positioning close to that Z, so they've opted to rotate in towards the old bomb instead and have that third player come in late towards Z. Now that it's looking for the players, Mac-10 gets the first contact up in heavens, but the AK-47 gets eliminated. That's Toa just gone down now. Sijin, as well as Toa. There's a lot of Toas in here, isn't there?
It seems like it. FRZ, is he gonna peek? No, he doesn't have the angle. Sujin able to just hide. FRZ will go down, and CLEANTmix loses a round to 1 AK on Exis, who gets just a double entry on the B execute. They cancel. It's kind of too late. They've lost numbers and they lost guns. And Izako Boars take that over into this round. Exis is gonna get the op out. Avis will have a full buy. And CLEANTmix already down to pistols. And that's the cost of those rounds not being clean.
And if it wasn't for the bomb plant, this would have been a hard double reset, right? Something that's typically pretty rare for the T side. So if I'm Izako Boars right now, I am laughing. We have an op, we have AKs, we have full utility and kits here. Able up close and personal. Hello, FRZ. And Sui is able to eliminate Matty as well. So they're off to a great start.
Ideal. Not giving a chance to these pistols find Apex. Zine. Sazine. There we go, Sazine. I like that. Top of the train. Gonna be looking for something with this AK. Just posted, just big chilling on top of the blue train. Shouldn't give anything to MDN or Coyote. And yeah, Create Your Face is gone. Sushi. I'm assuming that's how you say his name. Sushi. Sushi.
Sui?
Sui. Yeah. I like that more. I like Sui.
So,
we're figuring it out.
According to Twitch chat, which is not the most reliable of sources, I will admit, Dejin is apparently Shane.
That makes life so much easier.
Yes, we're familiar with chains here in North America, so we'll roll with that for now.
I'll run with it until someone else contradicts them, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
True. Things are tied up. Now, Clint's economy is not really recovered, so they're going to go for the eco again, but they're upping the pace this time. But the Tech 9 towards Ivy. But Avis is there. A 1-for-1 trade. Not bad.
Yeah. Maddie able to get the trade, and there we have it. It's really awkward now for Clint because you have Ivy, but the weaponry you picked up isn't the best, and you've lost 2 members. A man advantage for Izako Boars. In the meantime, T-Con control has been taken by the Boars. Tao has pushed up in towards B Hall, so really nowhere for CLEANTmix to go. And still should be pretty easy to come by. FRZ had to pick up the MP9. But World of Hurt coming for CLEANTmix. I mean, it was kind of expected. It was a half buy, taking a risk. 1 more kill would be great, but it's going to be hard fought for.
Nice shot. Shane, top of the train, just patiently waiting. FRZ looking for the Hail Mary through the smoke, and Sui's there waiting for it with the deagle ready. And it is Izako Boars keeping 4 alive there and only losing the MP9. Like, these rounds literally could not turn out any better for Izako right now. But this is where the fun and games are over, right? This is where things get serious. Double op setup is immediately picked up by Izako Boars for the first full real gun round here. And of course, CLEANTmix, they have the full artillery. Lacking a little bit of utility, but not too bad. They still have options, and definitely most of the options available to them. I wonder what kind of approach they're going to go for here in this first gun, right? As of right now, we're just seeing the standard just pick style default, allowing the op sometimes to work. Look at your face, looking to maintain some space. A 1-for-1 trade, still not bad, but Matthew took a serious amount of damage in return for that.
Yeah, it gets dinked up right down to 14. Avis gets smoked. He returns the smoke towards ladder. So his back green smoke, he can still go on the train. But he has to worry about Ivy at the same time. So awkward situation. Quiet. Gets boosted up over the top of the smoke. He's going to find Tao. And now he can keep on moving. Shane, though, tucked away in Olaf. Going to get the drop. And now it gets really weird for CLEANTmix. How do you get back into this? You've lost all the back control you fought for.
Ooh.
And that was close.
That was so
Shane,
close.
I'm surprised he's sticking around. He does have smokes. There you go. He's going to drop that. Spam a little bit. And what a risk with a peek like that from Matthew. And it just, FRZ should be found from Avis here. Avis misses a shot, stuck, drops all the way down,
Oh,
will go down. I think he missed the lip. I don't know if he meant to do that. And it shouldn't happen for FRZ, but he's been given a gift.
Yeah, that was a little ambitious, I will admit. But the 1 versus 2 now almost look impossible. However, 17 seconds left on the clock. That Molotov will burn a little bit more as well, but without any smoke, time is definitely going to be ticking here. FRZ looking for that other player, looking to find out where he is, and I think that nade just gave away his position. Exis. Maybe not. I don't think FRZ's...
Oh. There you go.
Yeah, he's not sure where that nade came from. And there it is. Izako Boars maintain the round, all things considered. And but they're back on the eco here. A half buy, perhaps.
Yeah, what a reply from Izako Boars. From losing pistol in the round after that to answering back with 1 AK saved, winning it with 2 alive, and they've been on a roll ever since. They've built up their economy on a couple players. Exis may so more so because he's, staying alive. And this should be a free shutdown road. Sui able to just push in a ladder. Locks that down with an M4. FRZ looking for the 1D. Shane not going to be playing any games. Going to use his utility to keep them locked in. A molly, a smoke combo. He actually puts out his own mollies. That's very unfortunate. But hey, great start of the round for Izako Boars.
One of the strongest things I find on defense for Train Keith is the ability to utilize your utility well in T-Con. I feel like a lot of teams, especially in like the tier 3 to 4, not the top 20 teams or so, but like beyond that, they really struggle to utilize a proper utility at the proper time. And Izako Boars just have that on lock right now. Just like perfect HEs. They're not overusing utility on the outer courtyard. They're trading out utility perfectly well. Their crossfires are just on point right now. And Izako Boars are impressing me on this defense side so far. And this is 5-2 now. CLEANTmix, another chance to fight back here in this gun round. And I can't help but feel like this gun round and the next have to be Clint for any sort of real chance to secure a lead in this first half. We also haven't really seen any real sign of countering the double. Okay, all right.
Countering the double. Okay, double up. Yeah, I'm assuming that's where you're going, Roy. Yeah. But if FRZ can do jump things like that, a good refrag from Exis. But they still have to be terrified. FRZ is still living, and he definitely has a few more jumps in him. Sui on site. He's actually gonna get shut down by the MDN. And Create Your Face slowly creeping on up. They can find the site player. Yes, they can. Towel is gone. Another one is on site. They don't expect Avis. Just the double ops that you mentioned early. Still alive. And Avis hitting all those shots to just FRZ, who opened up this round. A minute to work with. And he spots him sneaking in. Saving grace, time. Unfortunate factor about this round. Bombs down on the opposite side of the yard. And he is going to go ahead and just take this fight with Avis. Does he clear close? Right. Of course he does. But he's kind of very unsure where Exis was because last spotted was Ivy.
Yeah, see, the problem is he thinks that Avis is the Ivy player. The other problem is that Exis is literally there in the same position with the same weapon. And it's going to be really difficult for FRZ to figure this one out. Luckily for him, he does have cover of the trains though, right? He can kind of use that for cover while he picks up the bomb and avoids the op. But if he continues walking, time will become a problem. 20 seconds left, Keith.
Yeah, 10 seconds now, FRZ. Gonna grab this, try to plant the smoke, and Exis has played it to a T. He'll find him right when the smoke pops. Beautifully done by Exis. They play that 1v2 beautifully. Both sides of Z with it up. And there's really no choice but FRZ to kind of clear all of that. And a well-placed timeout. There is no coach in the server for the CLEANTmix side. But it always helps to have your IGL to have a moment of breathing, clear the mind, and call for the next rifle round, because I don't think that's going to be here.
Yeah, they have such an awkward money spread. It is also really interesting that literally everyone in Izako Boars is firing at the same level right now. 1 kill difference. That's it, Keith. No, I think they are going to... Yeah, they're going to take the bait. They're going to go for the full buy here, which isn't really a bad call because I feel like they need to start clawing away at the amount of income that Izako has right now. And even if these rounds aren't successful, just hope you get a bomb plant so you can buy up again. Because if you can keep the pressure up, all you would need is 1 round to flip a little bit of round differentials back into your favor. So, CLEANTmix, I hope they're coming in with a plan. Because as of right now, Keith, I have not really seen a solid solution against the double op setup.
We'll see if we get one this time around. MDN gonna run out with Create Your Face with the op. He just runs out back red. How rare do you see that? And MDN's gonna find the immediate frag. Sui in an awesome spot. Gets 3 out of it. Can he get 4? No, he'll finally get shut down. But it buys time for Tao to rotate over. And it's just MDN. You blink, you miss it. CLEANTmix run out. Overlook ladder for a moment. And Sui makes it happen. And wow. This round is crazy, Roy.
In the end, almost catches the timing, but instead he catches a couple bullets from the CZ to the face. And Izako Boars, they keep their lead. They keep the pressure up, deny the bomb plant once again. And man, the Izako Boars are just finally heating up here. And they just look unstoppable right now, Keith. No end to the pressure. And CLEANTmix, they were not able to get the bomb down, which means Deagles, armor, a little utility. And by little, I mean very little. A single smoke, a single flash, that's it. Excuse me, I'm picking things all over the place.
Oh, it's okay. It's contagious though, so I'll probably get it next. But Toyo gonna get the first. In the meantime, Sui in towards ladder, gonna keep them at bay. Coyote may just burn to death, and yeah. At that low HP, you get caught in Olaf, and Molly lands at your feet. You're probably going to take all of it. And Sui going to continue to hold ladder on lock. Bomb is down in spawn still as CLEANTmix just looked for a pick. And I like that from Sui. I've always enjoyed that peek with the smoke bouncing because you're typically going to catch someone off guard. In the meantime, Patty tries to sneak in. And yeah, that's the result.
Yeah. Still, I do not see a solution to the double op setup. I feel like if you're a team, like, and you're playing train, you've surely discussed, like, what are we going to do when people have double op setups, right?
You would hope.
There has to be some protocol, because since the kind of the nerf of the SG, like, okay, while the SGs were prominent, you didn't really need that hard of a solution for it. That's a consolation. If you can get one more, that might help. But bomb play would have been even better than that. But all good. Double kill will help a little bit with the economy situation, but not enough, unfortunately. But they really need this one, Keith. We're starting to tread into pretty scary territory here for CLEANTmix. But yeah,
I feel like the solution for the double op is working the extremities, right? Getting Ivy control with the typical Ivy nade default, forcing that Ivy op into either top green so your TCOM player can get a chance and a fight, or forcing them out to heaven. In the meantime, Avis on the back of a flash will get traded. That's good for CLEANTmix. And the other option is B pressure. So CLEANTmix is going to go ahead and do that now, and we'll have to see that more consistently because you're right, the double ops are kind of scary when they're not displaced.
And we saw a bit of the counter to that double op setup there, right? Molly upper B, make sure the oppers can't go aggressive, get information for free. And a one and done is a pretty good trade for Clint right now, especially on a map so large like Train. It splits the defense up. It means that something in the outer courtyard is either not being watched, or if it is, it means that the B defenses are weak. So it's just a matter of, can they figure out where Shane is, where Exodus is, before they lose too many players here. Did they not see Shane crossing? I think FRZ did, right?
He may have. I think he has an idea that he's either Sandwich or Olaf, but I don't think he's fully committed to checking it yet. Shane. Sitting and waiting, and yeah, no, FRZ wants to, like, I guess, quick check it by jumping across, take some damage. The nade, I think, did literally 1 HP or 2. And it looks like CLEANTmix are just going to take the bomb and get ready for an inner hit. But there are still 2 players here for Izako Boars now. Shane's found that TCOM player that's supposed to kind of cut rotations and not show that it's a B hit. But MDN with a clean entry, can he double in? Of course he can. Tao is gone. How does MDN find space like that?
How is he even aware that there's a base setup happening when there's a 2-2 split on the defense? That's even more impressive for me. But Exodus all the way from the back lanes, he at least tips the scales back into balance. And it's the Shane and Exodus, and it's Koya top of the train now, swinging around the site. He finds one, but Shane puts him down. 1 HP, 1 hit from both players here, and that will end the round.
Bomb planted on the far side, gonna tap it, doesn't know where Crit Your Face is. He's gonna peek, and he gets the headshot. Doesn't even matter, could have been a body shot. He lives on 1 HP. How do Izako Boars make that retake happen after all MDN did into that round? And they can't finish it out.
Wow. They're getting so close, Keith. So close. You can even tell by the money now for Izako Boars is starting to dwindle. They just need 2 round wins in a row, Keith. That's it. 2 round wins, and this could easily be a 9-6 half, even a 10-5. These are still good finishes for Seaside of Train. And anything less than that, we're looking at a seriously important pistol, and I'll save you from having to say that this time. But Avis, he will find the opening pick. He's done such a good job at getting those openers. Now, what is the reaction here for Clint? They need something back.
Looks like it's going to be a smoke back green. Perhaps just a simple Outer yard execute, back green smoke, sandwich smoke. Avis going top of the trains, does get the flick up, and just like that, the entire execute from Clint is just gone, Roy. CLEANTmix gets shut out. They get in front of the smokes, they get on top of the smokes. That's how you counter it. And unfortunately, none of the flashes from CLEANTmix will hit.
The common trend that I'm seeing right now from Izako is that they're really enjoying the forward presence on the outer courtyard, right? They're getting Shane pretty much in the same position every round, it seems. That little Olaf position. Sometimes he's sandwiched if he gets pushed off by a flashbang or a Molotov, but he's kind of always in that area. And they've still not picked up on that. And just theoretically speaking, just a single E-box smoke, a single flashbang, and you can clear Shane out, no problem there. If he goes into sandwich, you have a Molotov that can land right there. You can still push him off that angle. You can still clear him out. That's pretty much a free pick for them if they're working for it. But it seems like they have not picked up on Shane's forward presence here at all. And this is Izako Boars now finding double digits. 10-2.
Wow. Izako Boars is seemingly having a good read across the map. I think a big contributing factor is Sui. The way he's able to get forward into ladder. I don't think he's lost ladder once or lost any trades. Avis with the AWP now starting to come alive. Shane being a nuisance towards close T-Con. And this is going to be an investment from CLEANTmix. I guess... I don't know if this is an over-investment. You're going to get max loss next round. I guess you're kind of at a point where you need to buy, and if you can get 3 AKs, you might as well. And, yeah, just weighing this down. I mean, I wonder what the answer is to the double ops and aggression. I feel like you got to work extremities.
I feel like more explosive pace might work better for them right now, because them working towards T-Con has not been working out well for them. And I think they're going to try that explosive pace now. The running back and the drive-by. The problem is they have no smokes to cut off any of the off lanes. I like the pace, but I feel like the execution just wasn't quite what they needed in that scenario. And they once again get ripped apart by the ops and the M4s from long range. And FRZ stuck towards the E-box, and he gets pincered on out. And that is Izako Boars now finding 11 rounds. And you hate to see that. You take a timeout, you take a little bit of a break, only to come back and just get shut down completely. 4 players alive for the Izako Boars.
Yeah, you even take a risk in the buy, right? And now you're just going to keep on rolling with max loss. No head armor. Get the AKs out. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And it's just going to be a bit of a spread default. 1 player T-Con, a couple going towards upper B, a player Ivy alone. I feel like working Ivy alone in the utility, though, is asking for a bit much from that player. But even if he could just make some presence, then walk away, keep someone honest and keep someone there from Izako Boars. But it's shaping up like a very light 1 smoke flash B execute, which is scary. And Avis may just get a free B here. Meantime, the execute is coming out towards B. Tao able to get 2, but the immediate refrags. Exodus from Cloud, not getting it spotted. The molly won't stop the plant, but it will deal damage to Crit Your Face. Shane gets a call. FRBs coming through back lanes, and Crit Your Face on 31 HP to clutch. Being flanked, has to deal with the off on Cloud, and he can't get it done. 12 for Izako Boars.
On the bright side, the bomb plant, at least it will allow them a buy here. And you can see that Izako Boars are prioritizing the terrorist-sided weapons instead of the ops, because they know they can just buy it up, no problem here. For this final round. It's going to be AK's full utility here for Clint. I'd like to see them try what they did in the round before the last one. The outer rush, but at least utilize the smokes. Get some proper flashes in. Just shut down the ops trying to get on top of the trains. And just allow yourself some space. It seems like they're setting up for that full-blown execute right now for the outer courtyard. Now, only problem with executes like these, Keith, is that it signifies what you're doing, right? And as soon as people see the smoke flying in the air, but wait, there's Shane. That's the player that we said they got to deal with, and they've dealt with him well.
Oh, but look who's still here. It's Sui. In towards ladder. The rotate gets caught. Sui is still living, and FRZ finds through the smoke. No, Sui finds him first. That's huge. 2 kills from him. And now, he's pushed up close. Good on Avis. XS misses his opportunity. They know he's stuck Old Bomb. There should be around from Clint. He's stuck towards Old Bomb. Plant will come in, and there shouldn't be a chance for XS to get back into this, Roy. That should be that.
See what he's got in mind here. Now, Create Your Face is going for the long flank. Reposition all the way back to Ivy. The bomb tap comes out. Somebody has to check for it. It's going to be Goya, and from behind, he gets legged on in, and there it is. The tag and bag. CLEANTmix, they do finally put up a round. 12-3. Not ideal whatsoever, but still possible, I feel.
Certainly still possible. I mean, if they can just get some early rounds, get them on the board, make Izako Boars sweat a little bit, force them to reach in towards their strat book. And I mean, I imagine CLEANTmix are probably, as I said, well, I didn't mention, but I said it in my head. Most games prefer CT side of Train. You're more comfortable on it naturally. And we'll see. I think they have to stop Izako Boars' momentum they have right now, and it all starts here. A fake ladder pop with one player coming out T-Con. I think it's just an illusion. XS may commit to this, but he was just spotting for any ankles, clearing ladder. And CLEANTmix have a good read of this. 3 players going to be here, taking the fight with the players on ramp on long range. FRZ, these are perfect fights for you. As Shane's able to cross with the bomb and get it down, they do keep the molly on Avis. That's going to come in play because there is no kit, no smoke to be picked up right now. And XS is going to keep on fragging. Create Your Face is close. 1, 2. Does he know there's another one lane? He's not going to check for it. Avis, are they going to bait the molly out early? Shane gets caught by Create Your Face, and the molly doesn't even come into play. He dies, and that is a tough way to lose the round. CLEANTmix will say thank you. They'll take the molly and the round.
I think Create Your Face is tired of losing. I don't know about what you're thinking, Keith, but this man just single-handedly put that retake on his back. Not only does he get the double kill, they were doubled up on him. 2 players shooting at him at the same time. Gets both, somehow keeps over 80 HP in that engagement. I don't know how that happens. Then he goes and turns and wins another fight towards the sidewalk. Bottom back of pop. That's huge. And CLEANTmix, they've picked up what they needed. And you can see Create Your Face getting all those kills as well as a defuse. He's got himself up and up, knowing that Izako Boars are likely to purchase up here. And I like this play from Clit. They know the buy is coming in. They're sending the triple MP9s just pushed up here in the brown holes. And they got the op outside just posted.
And there you go. Create Your Face. The big gun in his hand. Gets the opening kill. The push through from Koyo is going to be able to net Sui. His nade comes back on, a little bit of backfire, but the bomb is down. A lot for Shane to do. Shane and Avis. Shane gets caught out, and he shouldn't fall here. And he will, but he gets one more for the road, making this so doable for Avis. It's planted on the wrong side for him, though, so he has to come in through Old Bomb, fight the Heaven player. It's such an awkward fight, and FRZ gets it. This is exactly what CLEANTmix needed.
Yep, they just got to get the bomb. I think it's all the way back down, dropped towards Old Bomb. They got it. M4 down as well. They recovered their guns. They got the op still. They got the M4 still. I almost feel like if it wasn't for Create Your Face's op there, of course, and everyone else got killed. It's not a big deal. But if it wasn't for the op, that round would have been structurally entirely different, right? The triple push towards B would not have been an option for them. And, of course, the op allowed the opening pick. So, huge play there for CLEANTmix. A huge round to pick up. Now, Izako Boars are a bit on the back foot. Deagles, a little armor, some utility, and another opener here for Create Your Face as CLEANTmix begins their combat here on the CT side.
It's starting. We'll see where it ends, but it certainly has a good start to this story. Maddie to get a bit of a deep peek. Gonna get the smoke down. We'll dribble into this. Avis pushing up on the back of a flash. Does nearly find FRZ. But that should be the round. I'm going to mop it up. Your Face wants to do the same. That's 2 for him, and he's going to immediately transition to Sui's position. And there you go. Just how left. Shouldn't have a chance, Roy. Maybe he'll get one, but no. A lot of lead gets pumped into his back, and that is going to be 12-6. CLEANTmix looking better.
A lot better. Look at their economy as well. Like, they're finally in a position now where they can combat multiple gun rounds in a row. And it's only, what, the 4th round here on the CT side?
Yes, this is the number 4.
Yeah, so this is a great start for them right now. Now, part of me almost feels like this comeback is not only possible, but almost likely in some weird way.
It's looking really good. Your Face does take some damage, however, early on. He tried to go for an aggressive peek, and that's what you need from someone. An individual play to get you an early pick, especially when you're down this many rounds. Make Izako Boars sweat. Do not make it easy on them. And Your Face is trying to do just that. Make it difficult. Make it so you don't feel comfortable. And look at him just move all over the trains. This is his playground. We're just watching him have one hell of a time. And we can tell that it's going to be a B hit. At one point, does CLEANTmix realize it's time to shift number over? Probably on that smoke. They've dealt with Avis. They're going to go ahead and clear Ivy. See, it's clear. Do they take the bait and over-rotate a little bit? Do they bite the bit and try to leave Ivy a little exposed? Do they pull an extra number over? So the extra Ivy player rotating, I don't mind this because Izako Boars really only have ladder to come through right now. And they're going to take time to go back to T-Con. So CLEANTmix, if they get the appropriate information, this round is looking great.
Now look at Create Your Face's position with this op, Keith. This is, if they're shift walking across, kill. It's information, and there's only 20 seconds left, so anything that they throw right now is going to be a big indicator as to where this is ending. Create Your Face, though, he's been spotted, and he's now in a pretty peculiar position. He needs support, but they don't want to overcommit their lives because there's only 10 seconds left to get the bomb planted. As long as they don't give away their lives for free, it should not be possible, but it's somehow down to the 1 versus 2 now. The bomb can be planted. And Sui will go ahead and plant that in. MDN, Koyo, the 2 remaining players now are trying to pinch. They're trying to figure out where Sui is, but with 16 HP, a single bullet will finish the job.
Yeah, he's going to resort to trying to isolate a 1v1 on a head angle. Spots that player crossing. They don't see him. Does he expect someone to be back green? He does, and he wins the first fight. Bombs planted for him. Koyo just going to go ahead and tap, try to bait him out. Sui going to play the long game, not peek into this. Does Koyo get timinged? Doesn't know where to look. Has to tap the bomb again. Now he does have a kit. Off of it again. So he can clear it from here. Doesn't see the wires, but still takes the fight. Oh, and there is time for the defuse. Sui.
Is there?
Oh, no, there's not. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. I don't have the HUD, so I don't have the I don't even know if you guys have a defuse on the HUD, but it seemed so close. I thought he had it.
Really close. I don't know what it is, but since like the latest patches and observing in CSGO, it doesn't sound like the bomb is beeping that fast. Maybe
it didn't seem that bad. No, you're right. I honestly, wholeheartedly thought he had it.
But wow, what a round by Sui there. The impossible clutch scenario. Somehow the madman's done it. And that's 13-6 here for Izako Boars. Now, 1 win here for CLEANTmix, and it'll set them back in a forward momentum. They just need to secure this. It's going to be the B play, the B scrim out. 1-for-1 trade. The bomb gets planted default. All the rotates come through. But that buys some space here for Avis to flank. No, sorry. He's in the white hall. He's not flanking.
He can, though. If he starts down ladder and picks up the pace. Because there is no one Z. No one to hear him. Bane getting aggressive back oil. The fact that he gets one and escapes. It's a bit unreasonable. As far as if he jumps up in cloud, he's going to be met by Sui, but he wins the fight. There you go. The kills CLEANTmix need, and the flank is coming through. Keep an eye on Avis with the MAC-10 flanking down. There's one. Jumping MAC-10. Won't check behind him. And now he will, and he somehow gets it. Can't get the kill long range, but there's no time, no kit. The flank works. And Izako Boars get 14.
Wow, these rounds, man, they're so close. And you can just tell, like, instantly the difference in approach here for Izako Boars and Clint, right? Like, Izako Boars are willing to just jump out, no utility, just raw pushing, scrimming out the B site. Something we didn't really see much of CLEANTmix doing. And by the time they started doing it, they're up against the double ops, which is, like, the least ideal time to do it, right? It's kind of working into the hands of Izako Boars right now. And now they're just coming out of the ladder. A full-blown assault here on the A site. And they're just clearing out all the angles, all the players out here. It's looking almost a formality at this point. It's 15-6 now, and I don't know, Keith. I think the chances now for CLEANTmix are extremely slim, and they're gonna have to show some impeccable defense here if they want any sort of chance.
It's so unfortunate that that retake took as long as it did a couple rounds ago. If they picked up the pace, perhaps they would have had a chance, but Izako Boars have been very aggressive in their face in these retake situations, and they've paid off. And there is an op for FRZ, so that should go a long way. And it's looking like a ladder pop, Roy. El Clasico. It works so well against the pistols. Why not run it back? Their flashes in tandem, one after another. Behind these players of his Boars as they run out. Looking for the entry frags, Roy. My game froze, Roy. Yeah. Now we're back. My brain froze, the game froze, and FRZ is still alive in hell. Well, old hell, I should say. And he gets Avis, but gets shot in the back of the head. What a weird series of events. And it's just MDM. And he's coming around from Ivy. Bomb is not planted. Keep that in mind. The bomb is actually on Tao's back, so it gives him time for MDM to work. He is going to take this fight. He wins it. That's bomb down. Now he knows he's in control, but he's so low, Roy.
Yeah, low in the dark as to the position of Sui. He has no idea where it is. He's trying to regain ground, and he's just somehow avoided every single angle every time. MDN now, I think he's starting to, I think he's hurt him. Now, of course, running B is definitely an option here for Sui, and I think he's just going to go with that. He's going to secure the round, and if he gets the bomb plant and the reposition here, it's going to be incredibly difficult for MDN to land a headshot and a body shot before Sui lands a single bullet here to MDN.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal. It comes down to timing, Sui. How long does he worry about the Z, right? Does he worry about the flank at some point? Does he sit on the bomb? And MDM slowly working down. Sui now going to worry about ramp. How long is he going to hold it for? All the way to the end. And yes, there you have it. Sui is going to get it 16-6. It was looking very possible there from CLEANTmix, but I mean the first half from Izako Boars and the double ops, they kind of just put numbers on the board super early on.
But even in the first half, right? Like, yeah, it was a pretty big sweep by Izako Boars at 12-3. But so many of the rounds just came down to like one player alive, barely any time left for the defuse or bomb plant. I mean, it was just so close between these two teams in the first half. But unfortunately, Izako Boars held on long enough to just have a dominant performance in that first half. So congratulations to Izako Boars as they advance to the 1-0 pool next week, and commiserations to CLEANTmix, who I do suspect we will be seeing a lot more of for now. So not all hope is lost in that sense, but for our EU action, it's over. We will be back for NA in, what time is it? 3 o'clock. We'll be back in about 5 hours for some NA action. If you're in here right now and you're Polish, kocham, I love you. Welcome to the show. I hope you've enjoyed the content. Please follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Anything you got, we're on there too, providing you original, unique content you've never seen before. And of course, check win.gg, and shout out to our sponsor, VBet. For now, we are out of here, Keith. Follow this man on Twitter, follow me, and follow Melanie, your producer observer. And we will see you later in 4 hours for some NA action. We'll see you then.